500 subscribers for the end of the month. We're doing so well. Actually, we gotta change the number before we get into this. Yes, sir. Thanks so much for the support, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Patch notes are the thing that's going to define Sparking Neo as a whole. Now, I get that there's a lot of characters that we see from Dragon Ball, there's new cinematics, from Z Broly movies, all Super Saiyan, all of that. All of that is cool. Everything else is cool. The new game mode is cool. But what is going to bring everything together for the Sparking players is the patch notes. If these patch notes are garbage, then it's GG, then it's raps, because we know that it's chai. Now, this is me talking about the PvP side. Now, you PvE people, I do not know what you guys really want, if you guys want to change. But personally, as a PvE person and a PvP at the same time, I'm PvE because I can't play online, because I can't find matches and stuff like that. But as a person who's both sides, I do feel like the game needs a gameplay overhaul. Genuinely a gameplay overhaul. I want to see a lot of new changes. Now, in this video, I'm going to be specifically telling you guys what do I want to see. So let's get into it. So in order for me to show you guys this, we're going to be looking at Team Densetsu's video, because I feel like that has most of the things that I actually want Sparking Zero to have. I think that's just literally the baseline of what I need when I say gameplay overhaul. What I mean when I say gameplay overhaul, Team Densetsu has that. It has that core of saying the core Sparking Zero is changed. That's what I need. We need just a little bit difference in the core, in the aspect, you know, of how PvP is played. Banish Wars needs to be cut down. Super Counter Wars needs to be cut down. Team Densetsu's video shows that perfectly. Okay, let's do this. Let's show. This video is just so perfect, bro. It's literally perfect. It shows everything. So, one thing, something, a new mechanic in Sparking that makes the gameplay different. This is what I talked about in my previous videos, and I say that it needs something different. Sparking Boost will not do things that are different. Chain Blast is not gonna do anything different. But this changes the whole aspect of how super counters work. Now you're gonna see this in depth and how they use this and implement this in depth. But this is basically it won't take you, it sets everything back to neutral, and then you can decide whether to roll back, roll something, or do what to do. So he does a super counter right here. Once he does a super counter, what happens, you as the player, you can choose whether to dodge back or to do something, or perception, I think as well, that you can do that. But you can choose what to do. I don't know if you can roll left or right, I'm not sure. But like having that option where you can like dodge that counter and then go back to neutral. Perfect. You see how amazing. New mechanic too. Cancels in Sparking Zero. I feel like cancels in Sparking Zero would be perfect, bro. Just for a little bit of mix up, to just add some bit of something that's new into the game. So as you see here, he's doing the rush string here as well, and then he cancels that out, starts a new combo. This is perfect, something new. And you guys feel that the gameplay speed as well feels fast. Look at that, super counter into a grab. This is what the patch notes needs to look at, something that will bring a new feeling into Sparking Zero. He super countered him right there, and the moment he super countered him, he did a grab. That is something different. It's not always super counter and vanish wall, but you can already feel how fast the gameplay is. And I don't know if you guys noticed this, but this is something that they added to that was there in Tenkaichi 3, and it's not there in Sparking Zero. And it's like, what? Gogeta's gonna knock Goku away. Look at this button right here. So this button, how it works is, the higher your health, the quicker you can recover when you mash. If your health is low, then you're gonna take longer to recover. This is how it was in Tenkaichi 3, and this, the reason, the fact that this was not there caused people to do they kick you away and Z bash dash to the back of you. Super counter, you have less ki than them, so they win that war. They wait, Z bash dash at the back of you. Do you see how it goes on and on? It's because this mechanic is not here. They took out that mechanic. The patch notes needs to add something like that. They need to add something like that. Look at the house speed. One thing as well. One thing as well. I didn't even notice this the many times I watched this, but so you see they punching each other right here, right? And then they punch vanish. See when you do like your punch vanish in Sparking Zero? Let me open up Sparking Zero for you guys. Okay, so once you do your punch vanish in Sparking Zero, look at how slow it is. It's so slow compared to what it was in Tenkaichi 3. And it's easy to block. Now in Team Densetsu's video, they increased the speed of this, where you can do fast. And I remember Tenkaichi 3 had some cool combos that you can do with this, where you can just do this and do that. But now it's slow, so you can't do those nice cool combos, you know what I mean? One thing that I forgot to mention is that in Tenkaichi 3, once you did a gut punch or a heavy finish and you did the punch vanish, your opponent couldn't vanish out of that. But now in Sparking Zero it's different. Once you do the heavy finish and you do the punch vanish, your opponent can vanish out of that. I'm not telling you guys this because I want whatever was in Tenkaichi 3 to be in Sparking Zero, but I'm just telling you this because to show you how much Bandai has kind of like softened the gameplay, made it babyish, and took out a lot of the sauciness, the things that made the gameplay very fun to watch, even very fun to even play. They took those things out, and now we've got this Sparking Zero, which is like, it's bare bones. It's not really fun to watch, especially to watch. It's not fun to watch, and that's what we need. Now, do I think that they're gonna do these things? No, it's Bandai, dude. It's Bandai. Things like the connection as well needs to be fixed. The tracking needs to be fixed. Things like that need to be fixed, dude. I'm telling you. Look at that. Look at that. Can block his grab with the backdash. And you saw how he's oh yeah, that was cool as well. But let's go back a little bit. He did that. Fire. See his punch vanish. Look at how quick that is. Did you see how quick it is? It's almost kind of like difficult to predict it easily. And then hits the he tries to do the charge smash. He tried to block it, but he cancelled and went to the back of him. And because the speed is increased when he's in the step-in barrier, it's just like smooth to go at the back of him. Gets him at the back. Like, make it take skill to play Sparking Zero. Add skill difference. This whole thing here adds a little bit of skill difference, because currently right now there's no skill difference in Sparking Zero. I just don't feel it like that. Like, it's like, I don't know, dude. Maybe I'm tripping by saying skill difference. Maybe that's the wrong word to use. But it feels like anyone can beat anyone type of thing. You know, it doesn't take skill to play the game. It really, for me, doesn't. There we go. Jump key blast in the air. This is one of the things that I really wanted even before Sparking Zero came out. When I was seeing the gameplay, all I wanted to see is jump key blast, and still to this day we do not have that. I feel like jump key blast is such a cool thing to have, and it's like, why don't we have that? Isn't that the basic? Look at that, dude. Look at that, dude. Bro, imagine if he did that. So basically, oh yeah, also what they added, I forgot to tell you guys this. So basically what they added into Sparking Zero is like a wall kind of mechanic thing, where Bardock, when you dash to the back of him, Bardock acts like a wall. So when he dashes to the back, it stops the opponent. It's also what Tenkaichi did. And once he did this, he did the up key blast, which is something new that they added as well. But imagine doing an up charge smash or second level charge smash. He rolls, doing the charge, this up normal key blast, getting him there, dash to him, hit him with the light heavy smash. Dude, I might be talking crazy, but it's because I've got so much vision. But I want to show you guys what happens in Sparking Zero. Kind of when you do this, there's no wall, and even with instant transmission there's no wall as well. See, in Tenkaichi 3 or in the Team Densetsu mod, we would have stopped him, but nothing stops. Nothing just stops. They really need to do something, bruh. They need to change. Dude. I'm telling you, bro. I'm only gonna be reviewing this gameplay because I feel like this one has just the gist of it. Look at that, a cancel into up key blasting. This is literally perfection, dude. It adds a whole new core to the game, a whole new core, where it forces me to learn these mechanics. If I really want to be good at like that, if I really want to be a Z rank, I have to work to be a Z rank. I have to work to be a Z rank. But now anyone and everyone can just be a Z rank, bro. It doesn't take skill to be a Z rank. It doesn't really take skill. I'm a B5 and I can still beat a Z rank, bro. That's the problem. That's the problem that Sparking needs. It needs to change that. Sorry to the PvE people, but like this is what we need at this point. Man, up key blast in the air just looks beautiful. You all know me and how I'm obsessed with the jump, key blast, the jump, smash combos and stuff like that. I'm really obsessed with that, bro. I need that. I need that in my system. See that cancel, bro. Even the revenge counter is even quicker. Because the revenge counter in Sparking is slow and easy to counter, dude. I don't know why they made it like that. It's practically useless, dude. That the other patch that they did nerfed it even worse, which was not necessary in my point of view. It kind of feel like they try to baby you, you know, they try to baby you. Look at the wall mechanic thing. Very cool. Oh, beautiful. Oh, but he can also decide to do the backdash too. Look at that, chat. He does a super counter. He decides to backdash. He wants to attack him. He decides to backdash. He vanishes to the back of him, tries to do an upbeat blast, and it's like fast. Everything is happening fast, bro. Like you really need to know what you're doing to actually play good. It almost feels like, the current Sparking Zero. All you can do, that's the optimal way of playing. It's not saucy like that. It's practically doing this. You go at the back of him, do all of that, and GG's. Especially if the connection is garbage, it's GG's, dude. Like you genuinely just can't do anything. Man, a super counter into grab is still so cool, dude. It's just giving the player more options to do anything and everything. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but look at this. I think maybe I'm gonna cap it here. But look at this. He does a key blast. Right, key blast, key blast, key blast. Then he does a jump key blast, cancels the jump key blast to another jump, a key blast to another cancel to a key blast, even though it didn't connect. Like it's cold, dude. It's cold. It gives the PT3 vibes, dude, and it makes the game just feel fast when you've got so many of those options. And it makes the game very nice to watch as well. Because right now, Sparking Zero as it is, it's not nice to watch. Not that satisfying to watch. Especially online PvP when everyone's just doing, I'm gonna talk about everyone's just doing vanish wall. You're doing the half of the time and super counters, whatever. But look at what he did to Rush Key Wave. Look at that. If you time it perfectly, you vanish to the back of him. You see how fast and just a lot of things is going on and stuff like that. Like it's so fire, dude. Patch notes needs a lot of things so that gameplay, the core of that gameplay, can bring something different. Keeping, of course, some aspects of the gameplay, but still offering, you know, that new and fresh feeling online PvP. Even the PvE modes that you're playing, offering something new. That's what Sparking Zero needs right now. It's just suffering from having that, and it needs that. Ladies and gentlemen, do you think that I have this? I'm saying, what do you guys think of gameplay as well? So in the comment section. 500 subscribers for the end of the month. I'm Alpha Dome, and I'll see you all. Is done. Peace.